Married with Paranormal and I will be going live pretty soon, probably tomorrow together at the same time. So it'll be like a little collab. We've been talking about it, but I figured I'd go live for a little bit tonight. So welcome in everybody. I am going to keep that candle a little bit. Hope everybody's doing okay. I just saw that. There's a streak go right by the camera. It went like right down in that area. Pretty wild. Having those two go off at the same time. And yes, I am a psychic medium. I'm here to answer questions and anything that you guys might need. I do communicate with spirits and talk with them and kind of get their story on why they're here and why they refuse to leave. And it's usually earthbound. There are other things that are able to come through, um, but I try to keep them at bay as best as possible. I'm just waiting for them to come through for communication. Now I heard one of y'all are from hell. Can you light one of them green lights up? If one of you is from the, okay. Because I heard I'm from hell. And they're here affecting the living. Is that what you just said? Okay. You're affecting the living. Well, it's going to be an interesting topic then. Because I think we should talk about the spirits that are here. Do you consider this your hell? Being here? Oh, it's worse. Is your hell worse than what we think it is here on Earth? So you're talking about demons tonight? Well, let's talk about them. They can go away. Yep, they can go away and come back at any time. It doesn't matter. Yep, it does not matter. So I'm being told to be careful about what I say because they are speaking with me directly. So you do not have to be a good or bad person to have demons coming along and attaching to you. Understand that. A lot of people think, oh, if they're around, you must be a bad person. No, that is not why they are around. They are here because technically they are after good souls. Were you that thing that I saw at the house a long time ago when I was a kid? You can go ahead and answer me. You don't have to be afraid because I'm not afraid of you anymore. And it's funny because a lot of people think, oh, well, you can't learn anything from demonic or anything like that. Actually, you can. You can learn a lot about yourself. So I had a spirit come in saying, sorry to interrupt. So do you have something that you would like to say? Okay, go ahead. Something about Johnny's mom's coming through. Okay. Johnny's mom? Ah. Something about being important. Something Johnny said was important. Is that what you're getting at? Make something light up over there. Okay. Oh, look at that, guys. So I'm getting a direct connection with the spirit about Johnny's mom. Or I am Johnny's mom. So that's what I just heard. Um, they're telling me to tell Johnny to be careful. Is this about alive or something like that? Hmm. So it's about how he speaks. Is it something that he said? Or is it just in general? Light up that device in the back where the red light is. So y'all been hearing what he's been saying. Something about the afterlife. So it's got something to do with the afterlife. However, it's also got something to do with his own personal life right now. So Johnny, I don't know if you're in here or not right now. Um, I'm being told something about a door needs to be closed. That's what I'm being referenced to. Something that you opened up recently needs to be closed. Okay. Um, that's very interesting. And I keep getting something about your mom. Have you been thinking about your mom or something about a feeling? I keep getting like a depression type thing. It's really weird. Like, hi Carrie. Hi Naya. So he's okay, but I'm being told that he's not okay. But he needs to watch out. Um, something about for him, okay? And this message is directly for him, is what I'm being told. It's almost like she's guiding him, even though she's not allowed to. She is allowed to, but she's not a guide or a guardian, okay? She's giving her spiritual advice, okay? That's the best way to explain it. And it's something about listening. So I keep hearing listen. He needs to listen and like be quiet, but not in those words. He needs to be quiet and listen because he's not doing that. And I heard something about all around him. Okay, I heard something about being all around him, and I'm being told that I'm correct. So these are spirits that are around him. That's funny. I just heard literally uh, human energy. So is he picking up on human energy that's affecting how he acts? Okay. Oh, you're talking about a live that he did a few days ago, aren't you? Yep. So you're saying that he shouldn't let all the trolls and all that bother him? Okay. It's the human energy, which is 100% correct. Uh, he's letting the trolls affect his lives and everything like that. And he needs to control his own thoughts as well as what I'm being told. He needs to be able to handle them um, without putting pressure on others. So this is very odd. It's strictly like Johnny right now, and this is his spirits and yeah, his spirits coming through saying that he needs to more focus on his life. Not that he's doing the wrong thing, but he needs to be more focused on and open up on his life, okay? And I know you're not in here, Johnny, or you're not in yet, or have not made a comment or anything. Um, but these are direct responses that I'm getting. I'm asking these questions in my mind, and I'm telling you what I'm hearing back in response. Okay. And I heard I'm done. Thank you, Brian. So that's that's what I was just being told. So this popped up in my mind. The connection is always out there in the universe. You just got to open up and accept it for what it is. Uh, know the understanding, know the responsibility, and allow incoming connections. And this is towards another person that I was talking with today. Open up. Uh, I'm being told that I should mention your name. So, Chloe, if you're listening, you need to open up. But be very vigilant and stop worrying so much, okay? And it's interesting, these are all coming in from people that I've talked to today, and I'm being told that they are listening, okay? So they might not be here. Hey, Enzo. Um, Enzo, have you been feeling like you've been having an interaction with a deceased family member? Um, because I'm being told that I've been trying to reach out, and something about control, okay? I do not use tarots. I do not do any of that other divination tool type stuff. This is what I hear in my mind. I'm a clairvoyant, psychic medium, and I'm just going to tell you what I hear from the other side. Now, the things might resonate in your life right now, or they will later on, but I can guarantee 100% that you're going to be like, man, I heard something about this. And hopefully you like and subscribe, because then you can come back in my room and be like, man, you were absolutely right. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. I like that positive feedback from people, and the confirmation as well. Some reason I'm seeing a train in my mind, and it's like, I'm just going to say it because I don't sugarcoat, it's hauling ass, okay? It's moving very, very, very quickly. So this has got something to do with a train, and I'm being told that it's a derailment. So keep that in everybody's mind. If you're here in this channel and then you hear something else about a derailment, know that I mentioned a derailment. This could be something in the future that I'm seeing, but I'm being told that it's going to be close. It's going to be local. So I will not use names, but I will be reaching out to spirits that had passed away on 9/11. I will not mention any names that come through. I will tell you what I hear and what I feel, but I will not give any names due to personal reasons and technically YouTube. But yes, I will be doing that. Keep that in mind. Because I already have some that are here that would like to talk about it, but yet I'm not ready to make that connection uh, known at this time. Okay, so back with that train, there's going to be a train crash that ends up hurting and killing a whole bunch of people. And this is what I'm being told. So it's going to be on the news. It's going to be huge. It's going to be something that everybody will hear about. So what I'm being told that it has not happened yet, but it will be going to happen very soon. And I'm being told, Brian, you can't mess with fate. You can try, but you won't succeed. Okay, that's what I'm being told. You cannot mess with fate. You can try, but you will not succeed. So that is a direct message towards me saying, hey, I cannot tell you guys to go out there and be like, oh, be afraid of a train, because you know what I mean. It's it's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to hear the message and deliver the message. And there's a spirit here that is very soft spoken, and they worry a lot. Okay, they're like, am I in trouble? Do you believe you're in trouble? I heard yes. So you are a spirit needing help. Oh, you're looking to cross over? You're afraid that you cannot cross over because of something that you've done. I don't know why, but they keep going on and on about that derailment. Are you here from the future letting me know what is going to happen? Or are you explaining what's going to happen in the future? I keep hearing future events. Well, I'm going to give it a break for that for a minute. And how is everybody doing in the live? I heard, how do you know all this stuff and who's speaking to you? And spirits can be mad because they don't know how I pick their energy up or I read them. This is a very questioning spirit coming through, asking how or why I am the way that I am. It's very funny. A new spirit. Are you a new spirit? Something about taking a breath away is what I'm hearing. Are you the one that's been. Okay, you are. So you're the one that's been playing with all the electronic stuff in the house, turning things on and turning things off? You're trying to get my attention. Okay, gotcha. Are you glad that I'm picking that up? Yes, I can hear your thoughts and I can hear your words. And I'm doing pretty good, Carrie. Thank you for asking. I'm definitely picking up a male. And I'm also sensing that he's like mid age, okay? So like 36, 38, somewhere in between there. That's the energy that I'm feeling, okay? Um, it keeps going back to the accident, back to an accident. And I know that this spirit is trying to communicate to something that's going to happen because he can see into the future, okay? And he knows things. And he's also here. He's a messenger. Okay, that's what it is. You're a messenger, aren't you? Definitely a messenger. I heard yes, I am. Okay. Ooh. So you're saying you're one of my spirit guides? So you're a new spirit guide. And I'm being told that it's a new spirit guide. It's going to be working with me through a long time. Um, something about he's going to be at my feet. A name popped up into my mind, and then that went off, and then I heard you know my name, so I know your name, or the name that's going to be perceived to me to use as his spiritual name. Okay, look at that, guys. You got that spirit ball going off in the back. Very good. Wow. It's continuously going off now. And I'm being told to tell you guys that he does like his name. He doesn't care that I use it, um, but to be very polite and respectful. And yes, I am laughing. Sorry, but I am laughing because of what I was just shown. Okay? It's not being disrespectful. Very interesting, but not disrespectful. Okay? You had two sons. I heard I have two sons. And I'm being told yes, correct. And I'm seeing three people, a taller gentleman, and two kids, probably about 9 years old. And I'm being told this is awesome and that I'm reading correctly. So someone with mothers coming through. There's definitely a female presence here now. Anybody know somebody by the name of like Monica or something like that? Because I heard the name Monica. Very, very feminine, very dressed up. She's got a very long dress on, very like mature, very self-sustained. And I can see her walking like she's walking on, like, she's not walking on a red carpet, but like, you know how these women that have power and they have class and they have all this, how they are walking, or she is walking. Yes, I know one not real close. Okay. I asked mentally, I said, do you believe in psychic mediums? And I hear, I do now. And I heard, you're amongst the living. And yes, I am amongst the living. I am still here in physical form, not spiritual form, but I'm able to connect with you and talk to you. It's only when you decide to come in. And let's not be rude. let me ask you this, Spirit. Do you believe in magic? Do you think this is part of the magic? I heard that's why I can't, or that's why I come. And I want to say it how directly the spirits say it, so it doesn't sound like first person, third person, second person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to speak it directly as I can. Can you turn that flashlight off? It's blinding me. Please. Thank you. But yes, the spirit is very curious about things, like how, why, the time travel type thing. The she's telling me that, or he is telling me, sorry, spirit, that he is trying to figure out how this all works. I have answers for that, but I don't have all the answers for that. The female is walking away. One of the male spirits is gone. I do see the two children here yet. If that is correct, can you make them go off? And I hate to say this, but it's almost like he brought them two children spirits in and then just left. So I don't know if it was a guide or or a spirit guide coming through, helping these two children, or wanting me to help these two children. That's probably, you know. It's weird though. Okay, and I'm being told mother and father. So the female, were those two spirits married? Were the two energies married, intertwined, connected? I'm being told yes. So that's why they ended up. And it's got something to do with a trust. Hmm. It's confusing. I don't understand why two entities would go, but yet leave two children here. And I'm being told that it's because they want to learn. I'm going to say something I shouldn't, and I know that I should not say this, but why would a spirit want to learn if they are not here in physical form? I get that they still have the intellectual process of wanting to learn, but why would they continue to stay here, use their energy to learn? Okay, that's what I would like to understand. So you're wanting me to be your teacher, is what you're saying. And how can we teach? I guess that's a new way to look at it. We can teach through energy. Okay. There's a whole ring of people around now. I'm looking through the veil and I'm seeing them. Very weird because I'm seeing everybody in a circle, like a circle format, I guess you'd want to say. Like, it's a lot of people. Yeah, literally, Carrie. That's exactly what is going on. They're wanting to um, me to learn about the other side. I guess it's kind of like what I said the other night. It's kind of like a tit for tat type thing. So it's like they help me and I help them, and I guess that's the formality is what they want done. I mean, that's why they're coming across. And I'm being they're very forceful. It's almost very forceful. It's like that's what we want is what I heard. So that's what they're going to get. Very forceful, but yet very polite. It's like there's no boundary, there's no center. It's either yes or no, wrong or right, up or down. There's no happy, in a weird context way, there's no happy medium. Okay. And yes, you guys knew what I was going to say before I said it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Carrie, very much. With the human side and the psychic side, sometimes you got to set the differences aside and look what's in front of you without leaning to one side or leaning to the other. So there is a neutral medium there. However, you got to kind of break that to be able to figure out what side to look at. Now, I look more into the spiritual side than the human aspect because the humans, I'm just going to say it, the human aspect, we all pretty much know what it is like being a human. Now, the spiritual side is completely different. And what's very interesting too, everybody, there is a fire up in Canada. I don't know if y'all heard about it or not, but before the smoke even got here, I started getting like harder breathing problems. I know I smoke, but I mean, that's just natural for me anyway. Might be unnatural for them, but it's natural for me. Okay, but anyways, let's get past that. I started feeling sick before that smoke even got here. A sore throat, like throwing up, stuff like that. And today we just learned, uh-huh, today we just learned that it's been making a lot of people sick when it hit. But however, I was getting sick before it hit. So I knew something was off about the air, but I didn't realize what it was until just today, actually. Okay, so they're coming across as like Brian, 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 Brian. You know how like when you have a lot of people talking, or you're standing up on a stage, and then you express your feelings about something, and then they're like waving their hands, and they're like Brian, Brian, I have a question, Brian, like all over the stage. You know what I'm saying? That's the feeling I'm getting right now. There's a lot of them out there, and there are a lot of them listening, and I'm being told because it's important. But they are all here for questions. It's very weird. I just had one ask me, what is coming? What's going to happen? And this does not normally come through like this. Mm-hmm. So one of them is not good. I will tell y'all that. There is this entity in here that is not good. I wouldn't even call it a spirit. It's very manipulative. It tries to get you to think one way, and I caught it through discernment. I asked what its name was, and then I heard discernment, and I discerned it, and I know what it is. And you must leave. So anytime that you have entities asking questions over and 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 over, it's best to let them go because they are trying to figure out everything about you. So later on, they can use that in the wrong way down the road later on. Okay. You're trying to affect my hearing, aren't you? I keep getting like, you know how when someone walks past you and you get that shut off in your ear, like you can't hear nothing for a second? That's what I'm getting. So I heard the word sun. That can be in different contexts. It could be me as being a son to somebody else. That person's here. It could be my son, one of my sons who ended up passing away before they were born. And I do know this as a fact. Um, or it could be in a very spiritual way. Notice how I tried to put two words, the same words, in the same sentence together. That's them trying to speak through me. And I was just asked, do you believe in God? And of course I believe in God. So I said, yes, I believe in God. And yes, he does do miracles. Being told that he opens you up, he makes you see things, he makes you hear things, he makes you understand things, he makes you, look at this. And I'm being told, who do you think you've been talking to? What do you think about that, Carrie? So that's one thing that I will go into talking about on another live. What steers people to continue doing the things that they should not be doing? That is going to be a very good live. What steers you away from the thing that you care the most about, or what you should care the most about? And of course, I'll be doing a live like this. I'll be asking the questions, and then I want them to respond back. Um, but I also want you guys to learn from this live that I will be doing, because it's going to be very important, and it's a tool for everybody to learn. Pretty sure I just heard something. And another live I'm going to do is what causes people to continue doing good things for bad people. There's going to be a lot there to learn as well. And I will tell you, on the last one that I just got done talking about, a lot of it's got to do with empathy and the deeper feelings towards other people than what you normally have about yourself. Okay? These are usually your empaths. They sense, they know, They're aware of their surroundings, um, very open, very open-minded. Um, but yeah, we'll get to that later on. Okay, and there's one thing I'm going to explain to the spiritual side of things, and then there's going to be something that I'm going to explain to uh, the real human physical life forms, which is us humans. Um, Spirits, they do not like being asked same questions over and over and over and over and over, okay? Human life forms are the same way. We don't like things being asked over and over and over and over again. So you see why I'm saying this? You remember that old saying, you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. That's why I try to keep it very open and based with the spirits on the other side, because then they're not going to get bored and they're going to be like, oh well, like we're sitting in a room that is completely boring. You know, like when you were in school and you're like so bored out of your mind, you put your hand up on your face and you're like, man, I wish this was over. That's not the way I want you guys to feel, and it's definitely not the way I want the spirits to feel either. But anyways, I'm going to call it a night. I will see everybody later. Have a good night. If I mention your name, send me a message. Or if anything that might be relevant to what I said tonight as well, send me a message. We have a lot of messages coming in from the future tonight, as well as a few coming in from the past. Um, but a lot of them were here and now. Uh, and I'm here to speak the truth. Remember, you've seen it on Seen From Within. And bye, D. You have a good night, little puppy dog. All right. Peace out, guys.